Hello there everyone, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides bringing my guide for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on Revengeance difficulty. And today we're doing file R-07, which is called Assassination Attempt, and it's also the last file of this entire game. Did I say my intro correctly? Because didn't sound like I did. Oh well. Anyway, first of all, we're going to be, this is actually going to be kind of a short chapter 2. It's only like 16 to 17 minutes maybe. But with my outro at the end of the video, it might be a little bit longer than what I'm hoping for. But there's only, let's see, there's this section, the next section, the section after that, then there's the Assassination fight, and then there's Armstrong Fight 1, 2, and 3. So it's not really that long of a chapter per se, like I said earlier, but it's definitely one of those ones that might take a little bit of time to get past because Armstrong is such a bully, as it will seem. But I will show you an easier way of getting past Armstrong in this video, so hopefully that should be able to help you guys out. This first part is just cyborgs and basic sliders. Nothing really big here. No customs that it looked like. It didn't look like there was any customs. Mainly just, you know, one slider at least. So go ahead and take these guys out on your own whim. Because, well, there's really no other easier way to take them out besides just to, you know, do the basic know-how of how to kill these guys. So, there is a humanoid gecko. It's over to the left of where I'm standing at right now. So if you're going for those, there's one over there. I don't know where they're all at. I've not gotten them all before, but I think you have to get them all in one single playthrough. So that will probably be my next trophy I want to go for. I recently got the Sundowner trophy, where you kill them on either hard or above without taking damage, and I did it on hard because I just want to get past it. And he's not really that hard to begin with, but I just felt like doing it on hard mode, that way I can get through the chapter a lot quicker. So, what I'm going to do on this section is run up to this little wall right here, go inside of a barrel, and you see these sliders that are flying around? Well, they will leave the area, but I believe they'll only leave the area if you look at them, because I've tried, you know, like not looking at them, but they end up not leaving the area anyway, so you have to make sure you look that way to the gate so that they can leave and you don't have to deal with them ever again. Which is a nice little detail that I do like about this game. I love the stealth in this game, and I've said that before, but you know, Metal Gear Solid has always been one of those games, well, Metal Gear in general has always been one of those games that bases itself on stealth combat instead of just actual, you know, in the go, shooting everything in sight kind of combat. But since this is a totally different developer, which is Platinum Games, hacking and slashing is their one cue of what they like to do. So as you saw right there, I basically stealthed that section. I didn't have any need to, you know, fight those guys off because, well, they're basically pointless. But I did get a stealth kill, that way the guy wouldn't, you know, have any sense of seeing me. The other thing about this game is at least enemy bodies don't stay down, like on the ground once you kill them. At least they blow up and then they disappear pretty much, especially when you chop off their legs. After a while, after you chop up a guy's legs, he'll disappear. So that's how you get the no kills little deal. So this guy, basically, he got my way, so I decided to stealth kill him. Hide in a barrel or a box or whatever you feel like hiding in, and then walk on this little raft right here and go to the left. And keep an eye on your mini-map too. Kind of watch where the dots are. Once they go past that plane, they can't really see you, so these turrets, they have very low vision too, so they're a really easy, passable enemy to get through. And that's how you get through that gate. So that section's over with. And now the next section we need to deal with is this one. This one's a little bit of a pain in the butt, and I don't know exactly how to stealth this perfectly, because I've never had the opportunity to do it. So I decided to go ahead and get a little bit cocky and use my 3D photo frames. That way I can pretend like I know what I'm doing, you know? I can pretend like, oh yeah, these will actually work. No, they will. Basically what they do is they distract the guards, but they only work on cyborgs, not any other, like, non-cyborg creature, like mastiffs and bodum jerkas, and all those fun little other names that we can find out. So I threw another one so I can get behind this guy and get him killed. And then it seems like there's the custom, he starts to walk behind, and he notices that I killed the armored guy, so I didn't get stealth. I did get to, you know, do stealth on this section right here. A lot of the times, I want to explain something. I'm really kind of embarrassed by the way that I went through most of these sections in this game for this guide. Because I kept, not really smashing, but spamming the launcher ability. The reason I do that launcher ability a lot, especially on, bosses, one thing is because, well, I said it before, I'm trying to tap forward and square at the same time, but sometimes it doesn't work. And the game will, accidentally tap in the double forward and then square. But I do it a lot on the Armstrong Fight. You'll get to see later on, because I'm trying to maximize a certain amount of damage on him too. I feel as if the launcher ability, it does quite a bit of decent amount of damage, and it's a quick move to assert on somebody too. So that's just my way around saying I'm not really spamming it. Oh, I didn't mean to leave that in there. I was gonna cut that out, but too late now. I guess it's there. So yeah, that's the first. Well, every video of mine, every guide or let's play has to have a screw up somewhere, and that was the one screw up I had. I just happened to have. So as you saw right there, I went to the far left. That's a good way to get away from that side swipe that he likes to do. Yes, you can block these attacks, but it's better just to kind of run away from this little section right here because he's such a pain in the ass. Excelsius Fight is probably one of the harder bosses we ever have to deal with, besides Armstrong, but then again, that's the one thing I love about this game the most, is the fact that the final boss is just a complete and utter destructive final boss. It feels like a final boss for once, and it's so good to have that, especially in a hack and slash game. The last really good final boss in a hack and slash game I remember was Ares from God of War. He had a lot of phases to go through, but he was a pretty good one. You can block this foot attack right here, but I recommend running to the left and right because there's a certain invisible wall you can't get past. Did you see? Saw right there. I got hit and I got pushed back into an invisible wall. That was because, like I said, there's a wall there. But if you go too far to the right, he can't step any further, so you can just get some free hits on him that way. Ripper mode's pretty good to use on him, and then once you get him down to, I guess, what looks like 70 or 69%, that's when you can go ahead and do your blade mode attack and cut off some legs. And hopefully, to you folks out there, this song might sound familiar. Well, it should, because this is my intro song to this particular guide, of course. This was the intro song I decided for this particular guide because it's such a cool song, and it was the one song I wanted to use at the time, and I just felt like it was a really nice song. Now, I don't know if you guys are quick enough to catch that, but I did actually make an edit right here, and basically what happened is I did die a lot on this part. So I go into Ripper mode, and I use my pincer blade, or my bloodlust, and I get a massive amount of damage chipped off of this Excelsius right here. This is Metal Gear Excelsius. And it is destructive how... Well, it's just interesting how powerful the bloodlust really is in terms of just destroying enemies in this game, especially chasing bosses and stuff like that. So this part's bullcrap. I hate this fight. Not this fight, but this part right here, because he shoots out these lasers that cannot be blocked or anything like that. They cannot be... well, they're a little bit hard to run away, and you can't stand in the middle of them either because it's just got this weird, splash damage effect, I guess, going on for it. Now, as you saw right there, when he goes from the left or from the right, he goes from the left to the right or the right to the left, it doesn't really matter which way. I like to stand in the middle of the field and then run outward while I'm running away from it. That way I have a better chance of him not hitting me because he'll start to move the lasers towards your way. And, you'll move it from a far distance upward. From the middle field up, that is when he'll try to hit you. So, oh great, now there's some sirens going off. Yeah, and then if you don't take out the geckos, I'd say don't fret. They're just going to be running around and bugging you a little bit. Just try to take them out on your own time. If you can, or if you want to, just run to the left, the far left. That way you don't get hit by the foot, and you can take out the geckos that way if you trust your skill enough to be able to take them out. But I got really, really lucky right there because I got a nice little parry off of the gecko, and then I was able to get blade mode right on the next leg right here, which should be the final leg. Yeah, this boss is easy once you know kind of how to how to deal with it particularly, but I did die a lot, honestly, and that's because I suck. Well, I didn't die as much as I would on the upcoming Armstrong fights. Those ones are ridiculous in terms of difficulty, but I enjoy how difficult they really are. And it makes the game just, you know, oh so much better, I think. So that was pretty much the end of the actual legit fight part of it. Now all I have to do is start mashing buttons and basically do some quick time events and, you know, get blade mode on them. And I don't know, like, I just love the way this song just kicks in, and, you know, the sound mix in this game is beyond perfect. This game has great sound mixing, even though this is the first part of the actual song, and the other parts of the song we're playing were not the first part of it. They were just some random parts of the chorus, which is kind of funny. But this, actually right here is where I think the first part of the song starts to kick in, of collective consciousness. That's what it's called, or collective conscience. My bad. I'll have to go back and remember that. You only have to chop him up like once or twice, and I think he's pretty much good. But I hit him like 3 times just because I want to be a badass. Why not? But my god, Raiden is a beast in this game. I'm sorry, but he's just amazing with those cyborg enhancements. And, you know, I always say, like, no praising the game, because this is a guide. We're not here to review it. Anyway, this is the first, well, technically second phase of this boss, and this is the first actual legit Armstrong fight between me and him. So I'm going to consider this the first phase of Armstrong and not the second one, because I believe the second one's just more like the Metal Gear Excelsius fight, which that's what the boss's name is. But right here we're just fighting the Senator, as it says. It's a quick little easy deal, but it's definitely one you don't want to be too comfortable with. Especially this part right here, because like when you have your blade, you can take as much damage. You can take no damage at all, basically, when you have your blade on. But when you have your blade unequipped on this fight, when you have to use your fists, if you keep blocking, you will take damage till you get to 0.1%, and then after that, if you're still blocking attacks, he can't kill you. But he's still a dick. And remember, on Revengeance mode, Armstrong has these stupid one-hit kills that I just completely hate. Now, what exactly am I doing right now? Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm running from the first side of the field to the next side of the field, because when you do that, it gets Armstrong in a position where he has to charge towards you. He can't do his stupid unblockable throws, or just unblockables in general, towards you. Now that move right there is scary. That one where he tries to jump and hurl a kick towards you. But just get the timing down, realize, or not realize, but figure out when you need to start jumping away and stuff like that, and then you got this fight down pretty much. You know, you got this easily down pat. And what I'm pretty much trying to do is, for the next 2.5 minutes, which I think is technically 2.5 minutes. You guys can do the counting for me if you want to look at the video to see how long this timed sequence is. So I believe it's 2.5 minutes, and after that, it's just mash the buttons. Or, you know, he does some quick time event deal, and you have to start mashing the buttons and doing the quick times. You just have to basically just stay away from him. Don't fight him, because I remember when I was doing this section, I was trying to fight him off, and that wasn't working because he would get these free cheap hits on me, and it just would kill me. And I have no nano paste, so this is all basically me trying to no damage Armstrong, which is completely possible. Believe me, it is. S ranking, I don't know. I think S ranks require a lot higher stuff than just your basic, you know, run-of-the-mill no damage. I think it does. I have no idea, but hopefully it's just no damage. If he gets in the middle, it's a lot harder to avoid him, but he still will try to do that quick dash towards you, and sometimes he'll do that stupid unblockable throw. But right there, once you see him charging up like that, that's when you know you've got it down pretty good, and you're pretty much done with that sequence. I was so happy because, oh my god, I died so many times. I could probably take a picture of the amount of like audio waves from Sony Vegas from how many times I ended up dying on this boss. It's ridiculous how many times I died. I might just do that, maybe, I don't know. But there was a video I posted before I started this guide of me going through this game where, you know, it was that whole RIP codec users or whatever. That was pretty much a clip from this fight particularly, because I kept dying and dying and dying, and I kept hearing, you know, riding over and over and over again. I just got tired of the crap, so I said, you know what, we'll make a funny video of it. And somehow I ended up adding Commander Shepard's face in there, and I don't know why. Speaking of which, Mass Effect 2 was free like last month, and then I downloaded it, and I didn't get to play it as much as I wanted to, or really try to play it as much, but I just don't really like that game particularly. It's not a bad game, don't get me wrong, I just have no interest in it right now. But I recently bought, actually, the Legend of Korra game, so I'm willing to try that out. And I don't want to seem like a douche because I didn't watch the show, but the same thing went with Transformers. It's like, I've seen bits of it here and there, but I don't know everything about it. I'm not going to pretend like I do either. I just want to play the game and be, you know, and go on my merry way. And hopefully, maybe I might just check it out or something like that, which I did some checking out of Transformers to see if there was something important that I needed to address. But when it came to Platinum games, they usually don't really care either. They're just like, you know, we're making this game just for fun, so just have, it's for anybody, just have fun with it, you know. It's not particularly just for one basic audience, they want everybody to play it. But this is the third Armstrong Fight. As you can see right there, I did get pretty lucky with that launcher strike. Sometimes you aren't capable of launching him, but as I said before, it was probably more likely not intentional for me to try to launch him. It was just for me just to get a quick, easy launcher hit off of him. That way I can get quite a bit of, you know, good damage on him. I think we only do like 1% for every hit, or at least close to 1% for every swipe. And you're probably thinking like, you gotta swipe him like 200. Oh crap! I forgot to explain something, guys. I'm so sorry. But as you saw right there, when he gets to this section is way too precise. So credit goes to Vic for showing this to me. Well, for me watching his video and then him telling about it, which you probably saw from somebody else or maybe figured out himself. I don't know, but I do give credit to that person a lot, and I don't think he watches my videos or anything like that. But if he does, it'd be cool. But unfortunately, probably not. Unfortunately, he probably does not watch the videos in front of me. But I got that from him, so basically you just run straight to the left when he's still on that block and you can avoid the whole combat sequence. Unless you really want that nano paste and you're pretty good at getting precision hits on that, then go ahead and do it. But me, no, I have trouble doing it. I'm not lucky when it comes to that. It's too difficult for me to do, so. Whenever you get these quick time sequences from Armstrong, that's usually a pretty good bout of getting a nice chunk of damage taken off of him. When you're doing the triangle spam move, when you finish it and you know he does that forward kick, you will knock Armstrong on the ground. So be very careful of that too, because if you don't want to finish off your combo too early, if you do finish off your combo too early, you will knock him on the ground and basically have to run up to him to pretty much just start hitting him and swiping at him and stuff like that. So. Speaking of which, this has nothing to do with anything really, but pretty soon I'm going to go buy me a new microphone. And I want to wait to do another guide until I go get a new microphone. I'm going to explain some stuff about that at the end video. So I will just go ahead and wait till then. Honestly, there's a section in this fight I probably should have cut out entirely, but I just felt like keeping it in there just for a little bit of a blooper. A little blooper outtake that you guys get to see in the actual guide video. So, yeah, there was a lot of crap that happened to this guide. And I'm glad it's over. I'm not trying to say, like, man, I'm glad it's over, you know, that was a hard one. No, it really wasn't. It was just more of, I'm just happy that I was able to finish it again and actually beat it. I think this was my second time going through Revengeance mode normally. Just trying to go through it without trying to get S ranks on any particular chapters. I was pausing the game because I didn't trust Armstrong for a second. I didn't want there to be some stupid quick time event. And I love how when Armstrong goes to punch you like that, he's just standing there in a complete calm state of mind, you know, just whacking at his hands and stuff like that. But yeah, this next little section right here, I probably should have totally cut out because I failed miserably on this. But you know what? Why not? We'll just leave it in. So we start mashing the square button, right? Everything's going good and dandy. And I'm like, yes! Yes, it's finally over. All that crap I had to deal with is finally over. Armstrong's pretty much finally dead, you know. All I have to do now is just cut into his heart and rip it out. And he's pretty much a goner. Nope. For some reason, the blade starts screwing up. As you saw there, yes, I was moving up and down because I had to move, you know, where the blade was going to go because frickin' square button was messing up for some reason. It wouldn't let me mash on that certain spot, so I wasn't trying to mash either. I was just trying to normally hit it and try to fix it that way, but that didn't work out, so screw it. Yeah, you could tell, like, me and Bryden both right now are like, who cares? Just want to get Armstrong killed. And thank God Armstrong does not do some kind of, like, instant killing move to where it makes you restart the entire fight all over again just because you failed. Because that would be bullcrap. But yeah, speaking of the Legend of Korra game, there was one person that said that it was super easy. And then there was another person that said that there's a particular boss that's extremely hard, to where you can't take a hit at all on extreme difficulty. And, well, you know, that person was Vic I'm talking about again. I know I talk about him a lot, but he's just not really an idol of mine, but just somebody that I look up to in terms of getting these games and beating them and stuff like that, you know. I have other commentators that I do look up to too, but he's one in particular that I definitely enjoy watching, and nowadays it's getting a little bit harder to start doing that. But anyway, that is the end of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on Revengeance difficulty. I want to say now, will I be doing S ranks? Probably not right now, and maybe in the near future, who knows? Maybe I will do S rank guides. Because, you know, everybody's always up for an S rank guide, right? But, whew, man, this is one cookie to crack, I'm telling you. I love this game, dear to death. You guys should know that by now. That this game is just particularly just amazing, and I love Platinum Games now for, you know, making this game. I think this was my first Platinum game I really got into. And I think Okami was probably the first Clover game I really started playing too, because my friend had it, and he showed me it, and we played it like 1 year, and then that was it. It was like that one day we played it, and then it was like, okay. And then I bought it for PlayStation Network for both of us, because, you know, why not? I went to go buy Sonic All-Stars Racing for PlayStation 3. It turned out it wasn't a digital download of PlayStation 3, and crap went bad, and I just bought Okami and went from there. So, alright. I will be getting a new microphone pretty soon, and that way the quality of this mic won't sound like crap. And I will probably buy a pop filter, because my friend says I probably should, because distortion of voices and stuff like that, and things just don't go right. But my next guide, I have no idea yet of like exactly what I'm gonna do. But again, like the last guide I did, I want to throw out a list of suggestions from you guys for me to do that you guys would be willing to see. I want to get some opinions on this and see which one will particularly be the one that I probably should conquer next. There's a Transformers Devastation Bumblebee story. That one is one I probably want to do, and I'll probably more likely do that one next. If I have nothing else to do, I'll probably do that one next. But I want to get it. I don't know if I have them 99 yet or not. I could do a Batman Arkham Asylum hard playthrough, or you know, no upgrade run or whatever. Let's see. Not in the mood for Ninja Gaiden. Not really Ninja Gaiden right now. So I think we definitely probably don't have all the things unlocked. It's in God of War. I could probably get God of War God Mode unlocked and just go from there. I recently picked up Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I'm trying to beat that game. That game's pretty tough on its own. Ooh, there's not really much I can do. If you guys want, I can do a Bayonetta hard mode guide. But I don't have all the weapons though, so you won't get to see me use every single weapon in sight. Then there's Enslaved on hard mode. Even though I've not beaten Enslaved on hard mode yet, which I've actually done in the past on a different account, but I rebought it for like a couple bucks. and been trying to go back through it on, you know, in hard mode. Right now I'm stuck on a puzzle. That's all it is. There's this puzzle I forgot how to do, and I just put the game down and said, I'm tired, I don't want to play it right now, so I haven't picked it up since. What else is there that I could do? Ooh, Bioshock 2 on hard mode, and or Bioshock 2 hard mode, no beta chamber run. If you guys want to see that together, that'd be crazy. Crazy hard to do, but I would probably be willing to try it out, hopefully not quit it. Yeah, Bioshock 2 hard mode, or Bioshock 2 hard mode with no beta chambers active. Infamous on hard. There's not a lot of things I can't do, is there? I need to get some more games, dang it. Oh man, I don't know. You guys let me know what you want to see. Don't give me like troll suggestions or anything like that. You don't even have to say anything at all. If you don't feel comfortable with telling me what you want to see, then I will pick something of my own regard and just go from there, which will probably be like God of War or probably Transformers. So, as always, folks, I hope you enjoyed this guide. And hopefully this helped you out. If it did, great. If it didn't, well, maybe you're already good at the game anyway, so you don't need my help, right? Well, I tried. And maybe one day I'll do an advanced tactical guide of this. Because this guide in particular wasn't really the best. But maybe in the future it'll probably get a little bit better. And, as always, you all have a nice day. And I will see you all in my next guide, which might be whatever. I might even take a break when I get that mic. It might just do my Let's Play videos for a little bit and then come back and get everything going back into circulation on this channel. Not a hiatus, just like take a little break and then come back. But we'll see. So, take care, everybody.